everybody, welcome back to Edina Vlog. I'm your host Josh Sprague with Edina Realty in Edina, Minnesota. For this episode, looks like we're going to have real spring weather, no snowfall, thank God. Anyhow, we have a great show for you today. We have a tour of the Normandale Park neighborhood. We have the market news and some very promising news coming forward on the market recovery. And I will also have an interview with my longtime friend and business owner, Greg Klopp of Sofas and Chairs, as we, for the first time, step outside the bubble to do a business interview in South Minneapolis. Come along, it's going to be a great ride. Now, our neighborhood tour this week is of Normandale Park, and take a look at this official neighborhood map for the city of Edina. You'll see it featured here. It's just north of 66th Street, south of 62, and bordered on the east and west by Highway 100 and the railroad tracks. This is a collection of about 500 homes, a lot of mid-century ramblers. You've got split levels, and you will find an assortment of 2 stories here as well. Average sale price about $300,000, so it's a very accessible price point for many buyers. About 20 sales a year in the neighborhood, and everything centers around Normandale Park, this incredible park with great topography, an incredible collection of mature oak trees, and great sports facilities. You have a hockey rink, you have a basketball court, you have a playground, you have tennis courts, and you have baseball diamonds. Plus, you can just meander through the park and simply enjoy the day. So, a great place to start off your experience in Edina. On to our Facebook question of the week, which is related to the weather, as we have a very cold spring. I've been waiting for the flowers and the green to come out, and finally the weather is cooperating. So the question was, what is your favorite spring perennial? Lots of responses. I got creeping phlox, we had irises, but the most popular response were bleeding hearts. So thank you so much to Kirk Johnson and the rest of my Facebook fans who participated in the question. And if you take a look right here, this is my Facebook page at facebook.com/Joshua1Sprague. Come join the action, friend me, and you can be part of the next Facebook question of the week. On to the market news, and this week I have some very positive news to bring to you as I sit in this wonderful grove of majestic oak trees. Take a look at the chart here through April in Edina. Listings still down 16%, sales up 4%, so again we have this dynamic of undersupply chasing demand in the marketplace. What that's doing is raising our median price in Edina. It's up 7% through April. I expect year end we should be up somewhere between 3 to 5% as things balance out throughout the seasonal market. If you want to talk about the $1 million plus market, through this time period last year we had 22 sales of $1 million plus properties. This year 21 sales of $1 million plus properties, concentrated mainly, as in last year, in the northeast quadrant and the northwest quadrant. So in the northeast we're talking about Country Club, South Harriet Park, Gulf Terrace Heights, and so on, and in the northwest the Highlands neighborhood and Parkwood Knolls. So it's good to see some stability in the upper bracket. I think we can expect to see to stay on the same pace as last year. And one more thing I want to mention, as our median price rises and we have this dynamic of undersupply, expect to see the average sale price go up as well as a percentage of list price. So last year about this time in the Edina housing market, you got 90% of your list price in your sale price. This year that's up to 94% as the market time has dropped 40% from 178 days last year to about 104 this year. So good news for sellers. It is a seller's market here in Edina. We're struggling to find inventory for people, but luckily in my company, Edina Realty, we have a separate pre-MLS database of properties coming to the market soon that we can offer to our buyers as an additional resource. Hey Greg.
Hi Josh.
Good to see you.
Welcome.
It's my honor to be here with Greg Klopp, the owner of Sofas and Chairs, custom design furniture. And today we're going to get to know his business a little bit, how he got started, and hear about any current trends in the wonderful world of high fashion furniture. So let's have a seat. So I was joking with the audience as I introed this segment that we've stepped outside of the Edina bubble today to come to Minneapolis to feature an old-time friend, one of my great customers, and I also am one of your great customers, and I wanted to learn more about how the business got started and how you fit into the current furniture model that's out there. So let's start with the history. Tell me about the family, how you guys got involved in this crazy business.
Well, my dad had full-line furniture stores here in the Minneapolis, St. Paul area in the 1970s. And from there, he went into this custom furniture niche in 1980. So we've been in business now for 34 years.
And then he handed it off to whom?
Well, my brother and I now run it.
Okay.
And it's evolved into a much more fashion-oriented business. Now we have professional designers on staff that will help you with your selection and will even go to your home if need be.
Okay, so it's really more of a, it's not just about the products, it's about the service and the selection process that goes into it.
Absolutely. We consider ourselves the store with the service.
So I know a lot of the stores out there, they have product, it's in inventory, they deliver it to your house, that's it. They're not really helping with a design, there's no design process is what I'm getting at. Mm-hmm. There's no design consultation. Tell me about the difference between sofas and chairs and the rest of the people out there.
Well, we work with American manufacturers that are set up to custom order.
Okay.
And each piece is unique to the customer.
So it's the frame of the furniture and also the fabric. And how many pieces of fabric do you have? I mean, I see, it looks like thousands.
Thousands.
Okay. So lots of different options. You've got leathers, you've got custom textiles, and you also have some really interesting designer lines. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, we are the largest supplier of American leather in the upper Midwest.
Okay.
And American leather is out of Dallas, Texas. You have it in your own home.
It's beautiful, it really is.
And it's wonderful quality, and it hits fashion styles right on the head with the colors and what's being shown in the design magazines today.
And some of those designers, like Joe Ruggiero, they also have their own lines of fabrics that customers can come in and select for their sofas as well. Is that correct?
They do. Joe designs for Sunbrella Fabrics.
Okay.
And Sunbrella is a line of fabrics that we carry in here that is very family friendly. You can spill wine on it. There's spaghetti sauce. Everything comes out.
It would work in the Sprague home very well.
It would
with
work in your house.
Kids, 6 to 3. All right, and so in terms of your locations, I know this location is your flagship location because this is the owned property. It's near downtown, great visibility from the freeway. And what are your other locations in the metro?
Well, our original location is Loman's Plaza, or now it's called Normandale Village, at 98th and Normandale.
Okay.
And then we also have a new store in Roseville. Well, it's not new. We've been in Roseville for 20 years, but we just relocated on Highway 36.
And I heard that's another beautiful showroom.
It is beautiful. Gave us an opportunity to redecorate and make our furniture shine.
So tell me, what is the buying process like for someone coming through the door of one of your stores?
Well, we realize that everybody is scared to death of making a mistake. They're really not able to tell you what they want. So
and they want it perfect.
And they want it perfect.
Yes.
So I have a professional design staff that is able to ask the right questions to get the information,
yep,
to find out what you have in your heart.
Okay.
And they can help you with the process and get you the room of your dreams.
So, and if they can't figure it out on the floor, they will even go to the client's house, as I understand it.
A lot of clients require
a home visit.
A home visit,
yeah,
to make sure that everything is just right.
Well, that's kind of a nice thing, because then they can not only do one sofa, they can really design an entire room.
That's right. They can do the whole room or one piece.
Okay. And then in terms of fabric selection, they have so many different things to choose from. The designer will help them through that process.
Again, most people are overwhelmed by the selection, and the designer is able to ask the right questions and get right down to exactly what the client has in mind.
And then after that, they could choose the arm style, even down to the detail of the arm style on the section.
Oh, it's ridiculous, the details that are available,
and then the legs and everything. So what I love about that product is you can really customize it to a room and a style preference for a client.
And most orders, they're all American made, and most orders only take about a month.
And your vendors are, tell me about the vendors. So you've got American Leather, which we all know and love.
American Leather out of Dallas.
Yep.
Very forefront in design and fashion and coverings. We also work with Miles Talbot, which has Joe Ruggiero, Martha Stewart, a lot of other top designers that design furniture for them. And
you got Norwalk.
And
they have a lot of different styles and choices as well.
They're the largest supplier of custom furniture in America.
Wow. And then beyond the sofas and chairs, I know you do tons of accessories as well. Can you talk about that?
Do a lot of artwork and global accessories. Our accessories come to us from all over the world, and they move fast.
Yeah. And that's kind of what makes, again, trying to design a room instead of just a piece. Everything comes together. You have that gestalt when you walk into the room, and everything's working together to set the right tone.
Exactly.
Yep. So where do you see the future of the furniture industry going? And I know that there's different trends out there, but what do you see as you go to the market? Every year I know you go to North Carolina and see the latest and hottest trends. Where do you see things going from here?
Well, the sofa still is the heart of the room, and it's really important to get that piece correct, and also your layout of the room, so that the traffic pattern flows and you have feng shui.
Right.
But the trends still tend to be for a cozy, comfy environment that is just an inviting home for the family.
Now, I know you're on Facebook and Twitter and all the social media, but I want to take a shot here of your website as well. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, our website's sofasandchairs.com.
Yep. It's on the building.
It's on the building. It just keeps my customers posted on what new products I've got coming in, and what sales are available, and anything that is new and exciting we put on our blog.
And you can go on the website and actually skin different things onto sofas and kind of get a mock-up, right? I thought
exactly.
That was really neat.
You can pick the fabric and put it on the style and blow it up and see how it's going to look before you even get it.
And then print it out and come to the showroom, and that's kind of where you can start.
Exactly.
Okay, so it's a great little idea generation tool.
Some people love it. Some people are a little overwhelmed by it, but it really helps to see the piece before you buy it.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It seems like sofas and chairs is high tech and high touch, and I've always liked businesses that are able to maneuver in both of those realms. So I appreciate you giving us some of the background on the process and the product. And I want to wish you success in the future. And I want to tell anybody out there, if you want to see some sofas and chairs furniture, just come to my house. Everything's sofas and chairs, and it's the best. Thanks again, Greg.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Well, another wonderful show we're wrapping up here. We're at Cedar Lake, which is my ancestral home, the place where I grew up and where my kids play today. Thank you so much for joining us as we cross borders into Minneapolis to interview my friend Greg Klopp at Sofas and Chairs and get all the rest of the market wrap up. Before we go, a couple things to tell you. First of all, take a look at this sale, 4417 Morningside Road. Sold for full price, actually pre-MLS. I can get those same results for you or for your friends. Just make sure you give me a call if you're selling in Edina or in the Southwest region. In addition, take a look at this. I have a brand new iPhone, iPad, Android app. It's a search app, so you can look for homes in the metro using this application. You will absolutely love it. Just go to app.edinarealty.com/Josh Sprague from your device, and it will give you the link to download the app for your phone or for your iPad.